welcome back to another video, and I'm going to do a collage art journal flip. This past June I took a collage class taught by Pecker Dye through Romney's website, and I was able to do that thanks to my 2 patrons. Thank you very much. And if you want to become one of my patrons, the link to my Patreon account is in the description below, so you can check that out. And thank you if you want to become one of my patrons. If you're really uncomfortable saying that. And my Patreon thing, it says I'm trying to save up for a webcam, which I am. But you know, things like this, taking this class come up, and I wanted to take it, and I was thankfully had enough saved up through my Patreon so I can transfer that money to my PayPal so I can take the class. So through the support, I'm able to take classes like this. So for the class, she taught us a postcard, an ATC, and 2 art journal pages. I don't have the postcard around me. I don't know where I did with it, but here's the ATC. And the text is from a book. I went through the book to pull out sentences that caught my eye. And the ones that caught my eye, I cut them out and put them in here. And the pages that I don't cut up, I save to use for art journal pages, regular art journal pages, or jelly prints. So the book for the collage art journal collages themselves, I went looking to see what kind of journal I wanted to use to put them in, and this is the Art Total Love by Don Soikel. I did dabble in this a little bit, but not totally, and I do have some pages, like I have sprays on here, and you know, I did do some things, but not totally, you know. And then, you know, and I did some collages on my own with this book, so I decided to just turn this into my art journal collage book. So, and the preference, a lot of these are not the happiest of pages with the words, because I put up a good front, let's just say that. So the first one she taught us was the how to write the words on your art journal pages. And this was definitely not one of the happy-go-lucky pages. And I still feel this way. And then this was the found text lesson, which are, the found text are like the magazine words, or words in magazines. So after that, you know, I did some more, you know, during the class, but those 2 were part of the lesson. So after that, I went ahead and went through my People magazine images and pulled out a whole bunch of images and cut them down, like here, to the size of a book. I'm a little bit off, you know, with the spine, but mostly they're the same length and width of the book. And I, you know, clip them together, so if I wanted to do a collage, which I've been doing a lot lately, you know, I have the images already, and they're like this, so I can know which, this is the left side and this is the right side. Because I went, and when I went to cut them out, I put them in the book, and then I decided to take them out of the book so I can, you know, pick and choose what I want. And they'll still go, because lately I've been working 2 at a time, so I take these 2 out, put them in the side, and work from there, and then glue them on, or in the book when I'm done. Actually, I've been working like 4 or 6 pages at a time, because they're kind of quick. And the only thing I don't do right away is the words that I usually save for later. And I've been going back I do a page in the front, and then I could go and do a page in the back. Well, not the back. I do a page in the back, then I do a page in the center, and then I go back to the front and go back to the back, and that way, so my spine isn't that warped, even though it's kind of there. Hope you can see that, and it's getting kind of chunky, which I don't mind. So anyway, the first few pages I didn't do. These are a couple of the ones that I just completed without the words. Hopefully you can see. And the butterfly wings I get off, I print them off. I don't have the Dover book that Packard has. And a lot of these magazine images are from W, and they're really long. I just, it's nice to cut them. Like I said, this is one that's not a happy one. And I have been taking pictures of the completed and putting them up on my Instagram. And the link to my Instagram, I believe, is in the description below as well. And this was my label maker, and then I ran out of the tape. Well, it wasn't mine, it was my dad's. And I sort of found it and took it, and it didn't have, I guess it didn't have much tape left. So I went and ordered some more on Amazon, and then I decided sometimes it doesn't want to run, so I tried to fix it, and I cut the tape off, and now the tape doesn't want to work. And this one is the short one, so I used washi tape for the bottom, and then for the binding, for the center of the page. This was already here. This is one of the ones I did during the class. These are ones that I did the other day. And this one I use one of my Neo Color 2s for the sky. And I went looking for lyrics instead of quotes or using found words, because finding the words to make a sentence or something takes a lot of time, and sometimes I don't feel like taking the time. This was already here. This was already here. And I was torn writing this in black or writing this in white pen, because it's a black and white image. I was afraid that the white pen wouldn't show up, but with the black in the picture, some of the black words didn't show up either. This was also from a song. This is one of the ones that I did during class. This is what I just finished. Like I said, a lot of them will need the words. I really liked how that one turned out. This one was hard too, with the black, even though it's color underneath or here, but the black is hard to see. Yeah, I do have a white pen, because you'll see that I wrote in white. These turned out really good. And this one, I think, yeah, this one I used the Delusions paint pen in white, and this was the first time I used it, and then I did something else, or set this down, and then I went to pick it up again to do something else, and it wouldn't work. Like, the tip dried out. I tried to put a fine needle through it. I tried to use a baby wipe to wipe it off, and it wouldn't work. And the black still worked for a while, and then it stopped working. They're great pens. I just wish, well, they worked out better. For some of these I did take pictures of, like these, but the newer ones I haven't yet. The newer completed ones, I should say. I know I used this image before in one of the mission inspiration pages. This one, I like how this turned out, because I used scrapbook paper for her wings and the flowers. In some of these I did use a glue stick, and a lot of times the paper, was coming up from the pages itself. That drove me nuts. And when the glue stick ran out, oops, see, that's coming off. To re-glue that, and then when I finished using the glue stick, I used the Elmer's Glow Glue from 99-cent store, because I think that's what I can afford. But I've been using wet glue for a lot of these. And I wrote the words in the flower. And again, this was a short page, so I used washi tape. And I have to take pictures of a lot of these, so if you're on my Instagram, be on the lookout. And it's really windy here today. So you saw. I liked how these two came out. We're almost done. These I just did. So a lot of them, they just need the words or songs or whatever. This one, she's separate. This is from a background magazine image, and I cut her out, and then the flowers, and then I glued her to the flowers and everything to the background, and then the background, the whole thing I glued on the page. But I really like how that turned out. And that one, and I got. So that's it, and I'll probably do another flip once the whole book is done. That'll probably be a two-parter. But that's it, and thanks for watching.